Namaskaram, Ningali Kantatil Santosham, and the Chris. Hi everybody, new name here, playing my favorite game, Watch Your Realms. And in this upload, I'm going to show you how to clear GR2 Stage 20. No Power of Dominance, but also no healer, no platform heroes whatsoever. So that means no marksmen, no mages, a lot of less boosters, no Narvi to boost, no constants. I don't have a constants. You might ask, well, why would you do it this way? Because I'm kind of bored and I think it's fun to mess around. And here's the lineup that I was successful previously on GR2 Stage 20. No mages, no marksmen. Let's do this together. So this is really tricky. For most people, GR2 19 to 21, recording or not, is tricky. Without a healer, it's even more imperative that I focus and pay attention. So this is giving me even more of a rush to attempt this during recording with commentary and see how confused I get and if I can recover. So I'm not going to go as deep in depth in their skills because I'm not skilled enough to be able to do that while I'm trying to accomplish this task. But what you will see is how strong Valeria is. And I can clear out that first wave, no problem, during her ultimate. If her ultimate is going and she receives fatal damage, she's immune to it. If she's still on the map while her ultimate expires, she will die from that fatal damage. Now, here's something you might not know. If there's no platform heroes, then the guys or whatever, the minions that come out of these side portals, they don't throw rocks. And you'll be like, wait a second, what do you mean they don't throw rocks? If there's not a platform hero, they will not throw boulders or rocks. So it actually makes it easier, depending on your roster, to not bring a healer for this. And you'd be like, that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? So old General P Brain up here, or Pebblehead, he doesn't know what's going on. He's thinking like, wait a second, there's nothing for my rock throwers to do. They're just cannon fodder now. So these waves are a bit tricky. You want to time your ultimate so that Zillitu doesn't help Valeria or whoever's in this other alleyway too much, because then she's not able to get her job done. So Valeria is super strong, as you can see here. She didn't need Zillitu to chuck that spear. And that can really determine if your run is successful or not. So I actually have to put down Aatrox because Zillitu helped out and I wasn't able to time this correctly. However, Aatrox is 7 cost, so I only lost 4 cost. And he's also, as you saw, like 15 seconds to revive with a Volca in the lineup. And Aatrox is already back being available. So if I time that correctly, my Baron will be able to get his shield up. I don't really need him to have his shield up, but it can help you. It's more conducive to cost efficiency to let Baron die here instead of keeping him up. Then you'll see these two mobs are going to do impact to Cyrus. Cyrus, no problem. Sustains it. Then he farts out this skeleton. That skeleton is going to draw aggro. And you'd be like, draw aggro? Really? So I put down another skeleton. That way, as you'll see here, Cyrus almost died from that hit by that mob, but his skeleton saved his bacon per se. Zillitu's in here now doing some work, and Decimus is about to croak, I think. So you would bring in Aatrox, or you can bring in Oleg. And the key is that you got to keep those mobs above the core, obviously, so they don't go in the core, but also that Zillitu is able to help take them out. Now I've got to pull out my heroes. So Valeria could actually stay in during that. She wouldn't die because her ultimate was going. As soon as her ultimate is finished, she's toast. So again, I don't have to do anything while this earth shake's about to happen. Okay? Then I'm going to stick in my Decimus. Right when this boss throws this double fist pounding, Decimus goes in. Then I'll put in my Baron. And I just missed the bounce on Baron. But you'll notice that I'm going to be able to keep heroes there because Baron has this cheat death. So again, wait for these two mobs, see how they both picked up their I'm going quick animations. So they bump into Brocure, they're dead. Brocure comes out. Now I stick in Dagna. You know what? That normally doesn't happen, but we're going to continue the video just to show you that it's possible. Okay, so we put in Decimus, who has a cheat death. The boss is about to start his tantrum. He's going to punch the guy and be like, well, why didn't he die? I'm going to kill him now. I'm going to take Decimus out. Watch the boss now. Boss is going to turn blue. That's the end of his tantrums. And that's why you don't require a healer to do Gear 2, stage 19, 20, 21. I don't know about. However, Cyrus can't tank the boss forever. He will eventually succumb to death, and it's about to happen. So this is why you keep bringing your Decimus. So there goes Decimus. His turn to shine. And you're going to notice now, I'm going to stick in a Valeria. Watch what the boss does. Once Decimus becomes immune to damage, boss is like, oh yeah? Turns around. And he's like, who's attacking me from behind? Oh, it's Valeria, who's now immune to damage. So he would have one-shot her. So normally I wouldn't keep an upload of that without a 3-star clear, but I think you understand the premise of what I just showed you. And I did that slightly different than my 3-star successful clear. And you can't, I don't normally get Avenging Wrath. And the stuff I got wasn't very good. So normally I would say don't do what I just did unless you're bored and you're trying to have fun, because it's a very tricky and non-suggestible formula for success in Gear 2 Stage 20. So thank you very much for watching. If you don't care about the gear, that's what's coming up next. And hopefully that inspires you to mess around for your own self. Like the next Oracle that comes with Gear 2, set up a new auto if you want, just so you're looking at something different, okay? So for those of you that do care and want to see, I don't have much difference in gear from run to run, okay? What I will show you is like total stats. Valeria is a monster. She got 27k or 26k, 25,500 attack. She doesn't attack too awful quickly. Her speed's low, but it's not necessary, as you saw, for what I was doing. So Zilitu, full, decent set of Infernal Roar, okay? Because I want her getting 40% bonus damage. If she runs out of ultimate, it really helps. As you saw, like some of those mobs are close to the core. And I don't know why that last mob died. Again, I'm talking in the video, so it makes it tricky, okay? However, if you'll allow me just a slight amount of slack, because I'm showing you something special. And you're like, wait a second, why is this tank wearing Soulbound Arcana? So if I do have to drop Cyrus down, he's assisting in the damage, okay? That's why I have him there. So Valeria and Zilitu obviously had Wailing Skulls, both of them. But you're looking here and you're like, your tank has more attack than Zilitu, or your defender, whatever you want to call them. And it just works. So Zilitu and Valeria, max skilled. I don't have max skill, as you can see there in Cyrus. It would definitely help. My Brokir, he's almost got max skill. He's also an A1. So if there's any allies near him when he's frozen, they take 30% less damage. Okay? So Brokir, it's not that he's in the perfect stat set, but he's got pretty decent stats. Okay? It helps him with that 43% rage regen so that he can get his shield up. So by the time he's procced his first cheat death and it expires, he's under a shield again. So the other key for doing this stage is knowing who to drop when for your lineup, how you have certain artifacts built. Okay? So anytime Oleg would have a shield and he got hit, he's going to heal for 15% of his health. It really helps him self-sustain in other areas. And you notice I didn't really use them too much there. It was mostly the Aatrox and Decimus show because they're so cheap. But you might be looking, you're like, man, your Oleg's in a fracture set, a complete fracture set. Why is that? Because the stats were all decent. They got all the HP. That's what I wanted. So my Baron, I didn't put him in anything except as much of the rage regen as I could, so he can get a shield up if I wanted it. You'll see down there it's 53% for his rage regen, and his defense is really good at 8k defense for that stage. does some work for you. So I'll show you the Decimus and the Aatrox, and then we'll get the heck out of Dodge. So Aatrox, I put him in some fairly strong gear. It's not the best, but it helps him do enough damage so that when he dies, his tick damage, that little lava pool there of his guts that spill, can help out if it's necessary. He's obviously not going to heal if I'm only using him for the impactors, as you notice. You may not have noticed, and now you'll know. So Decimus, no artifact. His gear, I didn't roll this because, as you notice, like I only roll it because I needed to. Every day you have to roll 3 items, okay? But you just put a rapidity set on your fodder. You could do the same thing with Aatrox. You could just stick a rapidity set and it reduces their cost by 1. So I could actually have Aatrox cost 6. And that would, as you would notice, help you near the end. Anyways, that was a new name, playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms, in an unorthodox and strange kind of way in GR2 Stage 20. If you enjoy it, I'm going to be on this channel for as long as I'm on Watcher of Realms, and I love this game, and the developers keep improving it day by day for us, so I anticipate a long relationship. Please be kind, everybody. Drive safe.